Welcome to this gentle somatic mobility yoga class. This class is meant to release the nervous system. So, through repetitive movements and gentle movements and body awareness. I had someone recently say after class, and it was an hour-long session like this, they said, I feel like I've had a whole body massage. Like I feel amazing because everything just softened, everything just loosened because the nervous system had relaxed. And I know sometimes after I have a practice like this, I feel kind of like liquid, which might sound strange, but you feel so good after these sorts of classes. So I challenge you to actually slow down and practice with me today. Take a blanket, stretch it out on your mat. That's often very nice, a nice comfort. You can tuck it underneath at the ends. And we'll begin on our bellies today. So lie down, perhaps hands on the hands, so the forehead on the hands. Rock the pelvis side to side on the earth. And pause. Lengthen that right leg out a little further from the body. And pick up your left leg, reach, 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 and set it down. Allow the pelvis to heavy and notice your breath here. Let the belly get a massage on the floor here as you inhale and exhale to soften. Inhale fully. Release your exhale. Bend those knees. Roll through the ankles. The soles of feet face the sky. And reverse directions. Pause and crisscross the shins. Do this slowly. Feel the shins move away from each other and cross. Notice if the breath begins to match movement, that it also has a pattern. Be more like this. No rush. And then pause and allow the legs to drape toward the right. So shins toward the right and then toward the left. Just feel the sweep of the legs. So your legs move back and forth. Really sense them and how this movement affects the pelvis. Next time the legs lull to the right, keep them there for a moment's pause. And breathe. Final inhale. And exhale, legs back to center. Allow them to drape to the left and stay. Inhale and exhale, return to center, only to sweep to the right. Then allow those shins to circle toward the left and around. So make circles with your shins. And see how this feels in the pelvis. Around one more circle, depending on your pace. Return to center and allow those legs to sweep left and over to the right. Circles opposite direction. How does the pelvis feel now? Let's do about 2 more. And a final time round. And return. Allow the shins to heavy on the earth. Press yourself up onto your forearms here for a sphinx. Allow the chin to dip. And look up if it's safe for the neck. And allow the chin to again drop and lift. Slower than you usually go. So neck releases. There's still a bit of work in the upper body to maintain this position. Just press into those arms. A lot of nerve endings in the neck. We move through the neck and really help the nervous system to relax. Let's do 2 more. Last one, lift your gaze, inhale. And exhale to lower, lower, lower. Stretch the body a little bit further. Reach those arms long on the earth ahead of you. And just surrender here for a moment. Notice the breath once more. And if it's changed since you first arrived on your belly. Another breath in. A longer breath out. Hands again can slide underneath that forehead once more. Slide or take that right leg out to the side. Let it glide along the floor. Pause, inhale, and exhale to lengthen it out. Opposite side. Draw it up toward the elbow. Inhale, and exhale to lengthen. Again, out to the opposite side. And return. Continue to switch. The head might start to also want to move. Let it. Or you could prop up onto forearms again and do that same leg slide. It's a different variation. You could even look over that same shoulder as the leg slides in. What pattern did your breath naturally take? To unite with the movement. One more each side. Final time. Nice. Lower back down to the earth. Press into those hands to find a tabletop and a little rock back and forward. Rock back and forward. Experience the weight in the hands. Feel a transfer in and out. Do two more. Last one. And now widen those knees and sink back. Maybe it's not very far back and you come onto the forearms, or maybe the bottom sinks toward the heels for child's pose, a wide child's pose to get to the inseams of those legs. Maybe flip the palms to the sky, see how that feels. Perhaps take the palms together and draw the hands to the nape of the neck. See how that feels. Few more breaths. Another inhale. And exhale to replant the hands. Slide them in. You can always sit cross-legged if this is too much. And clasp the fingers together and roll through the wrists. And hands, palms turn up. Bring the backs of the hands to the thighs. Thumb and index meet. And thumb to middle, thumb to ring, thumb to pinky. So it's index, middle, ring, pinky. Index, middle, ring, pinky. Sa, pa, na, ma. Sa, pa, na, ma. Birth, life, death, rebirth. Birth, life, death, rebirth. Sa, pa, na, ma. Sa, pa, na, ma. Your own mind continue if you'd like to chant. It's also very good for the fingers. We have lots of nerve endings in the brain or connections to the hands. It's a few more. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. One more time. Sa, ta, na, ma. Reach those arms up, inhale. And exhale to draw the hands to heart center. Slide again onto the belly. Press up into Sphinx. And lower right back down. Bend that right knee. Reach for that ankle with the same hand. Little lift here as we arc through upper spine and lower to hover. Again, lift and lower. A little massage on the quad when you lower or start to sink toward mat. Press that hand into the shin presses back. Let's do 3, 2, perhaps inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. One more time, rise. And lower, but keep that bind and stretch the front of the quad. Press the front of the pelvis down. Feel into that leg. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Before we go to the other side, press yourself up. Round spine. And arch. Round. And arch. Floss it out. Really round, rock forward and back. And slide again onto the belly. That left hand can reach for that right, or that left ankle rather. Lift up into your half bow, inhale. And exhale to lower. Inhale, arc the body. And exhale to soften. Nice and slow. Let's do 3 more, depending on your pace. 2. Final time, lift. And then lower, continue to press front of the pelvis down. Feel into that left front of leg. One more inhale. And exhale to release that. Hands press into the earth. Again, the rock from tabletop. Let yourself move. Of the space you inhabit. And then pause, arch, and round the spine. Continue here. Keep the press of the hands and the shins. The long, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale to round from the rounded position with an integrated core, a little rock forward and back. Again, slide onto the belly. Press up into Sphinx. Inhale. Maybe stick with the tongue as you lower back down to the earth. Another pause to see how you feel. And slide those hands closer toward the body. Press yourself up, hips up and back. Just one downward facing dog or child's pose. Lengthen the backs of the legs. Before those knees return to the earth, slide that right leg long. The forefoot just stays on the earth and draw it in. Slide the leg long and draw it back in. So continue here. The stable back. Perhaps inhale to extend. Exhale to return. Let's do two more. Last one, rock on that foot. And then pause, lift the leg up, take it across to the left-hand side. Plant your forefoot, look over your left shoulder if you'd like, and return the head to center. Again, look over that shoulder, return head to center. And sense yourself more. It's hard to describe, kind of broadly. Sense the outline of your body as you do this. One more time, look over that shoulder if you'd like. And pause. The head returns to center as you lift that leg up. Draw it out toward the side. Plant the foot. That right hand will open, rotate, and then thread. Rotate, open, and thread. Notice if the mind gets involved or if it quiets. There's no right or wrong. As we linger places, the mind might try to chatter and say, why haven't we moved on yet? Let's do two more. Be in this moment. Last one, reach, roll, top rest, and reverse. And that hand will lower back down. Sweep that right leg back behind you. Then draw the knee through between the hands. Lift up onto that back shin here. Roll through the shoulders. Even though this is a relaxed, gentle class, still press through your foundations. That's important to have that integrity. Roll shoulders opposite way. And hands to the hips as you rock forward and back. Press through that back shin to protect the knee. Let's do two more. Last one, stay a little deeper. So this press out from the legs. Could stay like this, or arms could reach forward and back, forward and back. Let's do two more. Last one, reach. And then hands to the earth. Maybe you wiggle the back knee a little further behind you. And pause again. Another breath in. And exhale to lengthen that lead leg. Flex through the toes. Point and flex. Point and flex. And see if the hips are directly behind you. One more time, point. Slide the heel closer to the body so that you feel a bit of a stretch in through the back of the leg, the lower leg here. The hands might move forward. I do a little lean and return. Just play with that heel. See if you can press it down. That leg will go long and then slide it right back through between the hands. Hopefully you have that blanket that's making everything nice and slippy. So we're here in a high pigeon. The shin today is underneath that top thigh. Could always angle it if you'd like, but let's focus on a press out from the legs. Active variation. As we move through the neck, perhaps up and down the head or side to side. Long, deep breathing, whatever you do. Return the head to center with the integrity of the legs. And that press, you might come down a little further. And you can do this from tabletop. Okay, if you're on the hands, you can slide that leg back, or right from here, the leg slides back, and then you land on the belly. So everyone meet on the belly. Bend those legs. Again, that windshield washer motion, so that side to side with the shins. See if this feels different than the first round. We've done a lot with the right side. Sense your right leg. And then your left leg. Are they different? Then circle those shins one way. And switch directions. Nice. Shins lower right, back down. Slide those hands in to press yourself up. A little rock. A little rock. This time, let's bring the chest through the arms. And rock back. Again, a little larger range of motion. Final time. baby child's pose, just short. And then roll up through the spine to land in tabletop. That left leg will slide long and slide it back in. Slide it long and back in. Feel the foot along the blanket. Let's do 3 more. 2. Reach that leg nice and long. Last one. Reach and lift the leg just enough to bring it over to the right-hand side, crossed over here. That head, you can lull it over to or look over to the right and return. Look to your right and return. We'll C curve for the spine. And crossing midline's really good for the brain. Let's do 3. 2. Final time, perhaps gaze over the shoulder, take a breath. Return the head to center, lift the toes off the earth, and draw them all the way over to the left-hand side. That left arm will rotate open, and then that hand will thread underneath opposite armpit. So this open rotation to the side and closed rotation with a thread. Perhaps you've noticed maybe there's an inhale to reach and an exhale to thread, or the opposite. Have this come from the sternum, center the chest. Feel this revolution. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Reach, reach, reach. And set that hand right back down. That left leg can sweep back. Pull it through between the hands. Set the foot on the earth. Adjust as you need here to roll up through the spine. Let's do one arm sweep this time. Circle arms overhead and return the hands to heart. Little rock. Little rock. Active legs now. Pause in the lean. That serves your body. Legs are heavy, body is light. Another inhale. And exhale, the hands can come down. Adjust as you'd like if you need to deepen. And that right hip kind of dress forward a little, left hip back. Did love out the hips. And sense yourself here. How much of your body can you sense at one time? You in this position. Another inhale. And exhale to stretch that left leg nice and long. Flex through the toes and point. Flex and point. Trying not to lean. It's the tricky part. More time. Point. Flex. Then point and draw that heel in toward the body. Hands walk out a little, perhaps. And maybe a little rock. Little exploration of how the back of the calf is feeling. Pause, breathe in, and slide your left leg long and draw it right back in between the hands. Slidey, slidey, slidey. Find your moderated pigeon, whatever variation you would like. But there is some activity here through the legs. Perhaps stay high for a while. Maybe play with the neck. Another inhale and exhale to maybe lower, only if it's available to you. Again, active legs though. Opening the hips, the hip flexors. Now you could lift out of this to slide that left leg back, find your way onto your belly, or just slide the leg long onto your front side. Bend those knees, and again, allow them to drape to the left and to the right. Feel into that left leg and hip. And into the right leg and hip. And then circle with the shins. Reverse your direction. Nice. The shins heavy back down on the earth for just a breath. Then slide those hands toward the toes. Just reach them back. And maybe when you bend the knees, you might be able to take each ankle. Inhale to maybe lift up into bow. And exhale, lower. Extend, inhale. And exhale, lower. Let's just do 3, 2, and the last one, extend. And lower. Arms outstretched. Just feel yourself here on the mat. And roll onto your spine. Hug knees toward the chest. Little rock side to side. Little rock. And then circles with the knees. We often do this at the beginning of class. See if this feels different than your usual experience. And switch directions. Nice. Plant the left foot. That right leg can extend to the sky. Lower the leg nice and slow and slide that heel in and then glide it out. Glide it in and out. More time in. Then reach that leg toward the sky and lower, lower, lower through the heel. Slide the heel in and press the leg away. Slide it in and press away with an anchored pelvis. 2 more. Last time, draw the knee in, reach the leg to sky, heel lowers, lowers, lowers. Again, draw the heel in and out, in and out. 2 more. More time, heel draws in, leg lengthens to sky. Keep it up there, clasp back of the thigh and hamstring lengthener. Might like to point and flex through the ankle. And then with the foot partly flexed, so with the foot in line with the heel here, wave the foot side to side. Return to center. That leg can come across midline, across to the left-hand side just a little. Could also lengthen out that left leg and bend to straight, bend to straight. Just one more time, bend and lengthen. Hips stay grounded, but maybe a little deepening here. And bend that knee, roll fully onto that left side. So the right side is up. Reach that right arm nice and long. Rotation. More inhale. And exhale to return to your back. And keep that right knee bent for just a moment. Reach those arms overhead. Nice long stretch here. Now circle your arms around to your sides. Draw that right knee in toward the chest. Lengthen that leg nice and long. Flex to the ankle. Slowly lower, lower, lower through the left leg. Heel draws in, and then leg reaches super long. Draw in and extend. One more in, out. Slide the leg in, lengthen it to the sky. Slowly lower, 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 lower. Leg draws toward you and away. Slide it in and away. Two more. One more time. In, away. Glide it back in, hug it toward chest, and lengthen that left leg and reach, reach, reach the foot to the floor. Again, those slides. 1, 2, 3. There's one more. 4. Draw in, reach leg, slow lower down. One more time, in and out. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, in, away. Hug knee toward chest, clasp the back of the thigh, then lengthen the leg and bend, lengthen, bend. One more time, we lengthen and point and flex through the toes, the ankle. Then flex at the ankle and then wave the foot side to side. Return to center, draw in perhaps a little deeper. Heavy the shoulders, soften the forehead. And then with the hip and thigh in alignment, might use the right hand to help that left leg come across midline. Other leg could be long here. Bend and lengthen. Bend and extend. One more time. Keep the length. Breathe. One more breath in. And exhale to rebend. Leg comes across to the right. Reach left arm long. Another inhale. Exhale to find your spine. Left kneecap turns toward the sky. Those arms circle overhead. Long stretch. Both legs can lengthen now. Sweep them over to the left. Arms arc in same direction. That right arm and leg come out to the side and draw them in. Arc them away, only if you'd like, this addition. And in. 2 more. Final time. Maybe cross that right ankle over the left one. Reach long here. Feel the side of the body from the outside of the foot all the way to the fingertips. Everything returns to center. Arc over toward the right. That left arm and leg Come out and return toward your body. Sweep away and toward. Two more. Last time, out to side. Arc over. Left ankle might cross, might clasp that left wrist. Another breath in. And exhale to return to center. Slide the heels in. Hug knees to chest. Maybe a little rock, side to side. A little rock. And allow those feet to plant and find your variation of Savasana, whatever that is for you today. Another breath in, side out. Feel your back body on the mat. And mindfully roll onto the belly once more. Feel your front line on the mat. That left arm, take it out to the side. You can stretch it long. That right hand plants. Start to roll over so that your right side is lifted to the sky to any degree. Knees could bend. We'll stretch the chest and return to your back. The right arm will slide out or into cactus. Roll so that the left side is up, just the legs as needed. Legs stretch out again if not already there. Roll onto belly. Hands press into earth so you can press yourself up and back into another child's pose. Good. And then roll up through the spine. Arms can reach back. They could be interlaced or just reaching. Release the hands. Roll through shoulders. Sit as you'd like. Mhm. And then drop the chin with the rest of the back long and take your gaze back to center. Arms can circle up as we draw the hands to heart center. May you carry this practice with you throughout your day. Sat Nam. Mm. Thank you for joining me for this, I would say, longer of the somatic classes that I've led. When you do about an hour, though, I don't know about you, but I feel the way I described at the beginning of class. I feel very, very much open and actually pain-free. So, if you enjoyed this practice, check out the Mat Time playlist. It has more classes like this. Also, I have live classes on Ubindi. If they're labeled gentle somatic yoga, then you're going to find something like this. So, hope to see you soon and take care.